Hey everybody, this is Django64 and welcome to my review for Tiger Philanthropist, an episode of Steven Universe that, to be perfectly honest, I've been waiting for quite a while, and I know other people have been as well, because this episode, again, we've known about for quite a while. It was one of the episodes that got shown off along with the rest of the Summer of Steven, and it didn't air during that, so we weren't really sure when it was going to air, but it's finally here, and overall, it was a pretty decent episode. I wasn't expecting insane story development, obviously. I mean, it's Tiger Millionaire, what more do you expect? But yeah, overall, I did enjoy this episode. I did think it was pretty good for what it was. I enjoyed some of the actual wrestling scenes, and seeing Amethyst's Purple Puma again was pretty cool. Seeing their relationship as well, Steven and Amethyst, his Purple Puma and Tiger Millionaire were pretty cool. And seeing Lars again, actually, we got to see Lars and Sadie again, and we didn't see Sadie as much as Lars, but it was still cool to see them again, so there was that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and head straight into the actual episode because I don't want to take too long here, but yeah, just let's go ahead and get right into it. So, this episode starts off with a fight scene in the wrestling ring with Purple Puma and Tiger Millionaire facing off against two challengers, and they beat them pretty easily, obviously. But then it turns out that Purple Puma just decides that she doesn't want to do wrestling anymore, that she just wants to move on. Obviously, Steven, as Tiger Millionaire, doesn't really like that, and he doesn't really understand why, because as we learn later, it is kind of their thing. So the reign of Purple Puma and Tiger Millionaire is over, and they go outside, and Amethyst just explains that she wants her Saturdays free. And yeah, she just doesn't want to do it anymore because really she only did it because she didn't feel strong enough, right? It was back in before season 3 when she didn't really feel strong enough, but now she doesn't feel like that anymore, so she wants to stop. The next day, Steven goes to the Big Donut and sees Lars, and Lars is pretty upset because he was a pretty big fan of Tiger Millionaire and Purple Puma, and he's a bit upset that they've stopped. Obviously, Sadie knows that Steven is Tiger Millionaire, but Lars is still really dumb and a dumb teenager, so yeah. But obviously, he's not too happy that they've just given up wrestling just like that. So that night, there's another wrestling match between two other people known as the Wolf of Wall Street, and I actually really liked that as well. That was pretty good. But then Steven comes in wearing some kind of cloak, which actually reminds me a bit of Blue Diamond's cloak in a way, so that's pretty interesting. I don't know if that's a nod to that or not, but it does look a bit like it. So then we see Tiger Millionaire, and obviously Lars is pretty excited about that. He explains that he doesn't want to be Tiger Millionaire anymore, he wants to be Tiger Philanthropist. And I gotta be honest, this is one of the things about the episode that I didn't actually like too much, is that when I heard the name Tiger Philanthropist, I didn't think it was going to be Steven, choosing a new name for his wrestling persona, right? I thought something else would be happening, but this, the way they did it at least, choosing Tiger Philanthropist to be a new sort of persona for the wrestler, I wasn't too happy with that. I hope this episode will be something different. Overall, it wasn't a big deal, but I just didn't really like that too much. I don't know, that's just me, I wasn't a huge fan of that, but yeah. So yeah, basically he becomes Tiger Philanthropist, giving money to everyone, and ends up beating the shit out of all these grown-ass men, which totally makes sense. If you guys remember the zoo, he beat the shit out of his own father, who's pretty damn big, so yeah. Steven's pretty strong for, his age. So he even ends up taking on the guy from the start of the episode that they beat, but with a new partner, so takes them out, throws the money to pay for their medical bills. And of course, Lars isn't too happy with this. He's a bit disappointed and didn't really enjoy it because he's obviously not happy with Tiger Philanthropist as opposed to Tiger Millionaire. So the next day, Steven goes to the Big Donut and asks how Lars enjoyed the wrestling match, trying to obviously keep the fact that he is Tiger Millionaire's secret. Doesn't do a very good job, but hey, Lars is stupid, so yeah. So obviously, Lars really didn't like the match. Again, he wasn't happy with Philanthropist, so Steven's obviously not too happy about that himself, but yeah, so Steven goes to Amethyst and basically explains that it was their thing, he enjoyed doing it. And obviously Amethyst doesn't want to do it now because obviously she doesn't feel weak anymore, she feels stronger, so yeah. And obviously Steven explains that he mainly did it because it was their thing, because he did enjoy spending time with Amethyst, which is great. Their relationship is actually one of my favourites in this entire show, just because they work so well together, and not only is it just smoky quartz, but together they just make a really great team. They're sort of the weaklings of the Crystal Gems, but they work really well together and they make a really strong duo, so I really appreciate that and I love them together. So basically Steven explains that he has to give it up, he's actually going to give it up, so he goes and just explains that he's giving away the belt to whoever can really take it. So all these different competitors come, including the guys from, I believe these are the guys from Tiger Millionaire anyway, it looks like them. So yeah. But Purple Puma comes in, obviously not happy that he is giving up the belts that they won. And, you know, she does want to preserve those memories, even though she doesn't want to do it anymore. So they end up getting back into the ring one last time before getting beaten the hell out of. Now I am assuming that they are doing this on purpose, they're just getting beaten on purpose, because they want to be done, right? And this is really the only way that they can be done, is to be beat, finally. So basically it ends out with them being absolutely crushed. Obviously Lars not too happy about this, he was a pretty big fan of Tiger Millionaire. So Steven and Amethyst get crushed, and the two from Tiger Millionaire actually end up winning the title belt. So yeah, pretty cool. Overall, I think it was a really satisfying ending. I didn't really think too much of it. I thought it was a pretty enjoyable episode just overall. We saw Lars and Sadie again, the relationship between Steven and Amethyst, but just overall, I didn't really think much of this episode. It's another town episode. It's another, I'm not even going to say filler episode because Steven Universe really has no filler, but yeah, I did like this one. I didn't think it was too bad, but yeah, but what did you guys think of this episode? I personally really enjoyed this episode. I didn't think it was that bad. And I'm excited to see where this really goes with Steven and Amethyst in the future. And I do want to see more Lars and Sadie again. We haven't seen much of them since, what was it, the new Lars back in Season 3. So it has been a while. So hopefully we'll see more of them soon. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.